أنشأتم شجرتها أم نحن المنشئون نحن جعلناها تذكرة ومتاعا للمقوين فسبح باسم ربك العظيم فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون لا يمسه إلا المطهرون تنزيل من رب العالمين أفبهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون فلولا إذا بلغت الحلقوم وأنتم حينئذ تنظرون ونحن أقرب إليه منكم ولكن لا تبصرون فلولا إن كنتم غير مدينين ترجعونها إن كنتم صادقين فأما إن كان من المقربين فروح وريحان وجنة نعيم وأما إن كان من أصحاب اليمين فسلام لك من أصحاب اليمين وأما إن كان من المكذبين الضالين فنزل من حميم وتصلية جحيم إن هذا لهو حق اليقين فسبح باسم ربك العظيم صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أحسن الله إليكم أجمعين. Anyone who want to recite? Anyone? أحسن الله إليكم أجمعين.
فارس أعمال المدينة المنورة ياك حديثك موجود كمان 438 بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. عن جابر بن عبد الله الأنصاري عن فاطمة الزهراء عليها السلام بنت رسول الله قال: سمعت فاطمة أنها قالت: دخل علي أبي رسول الله في بعض الأيام فقال: السلام عليك يا فاطمة. فقلت: عليك السلام. قال: إني أجد في بدني ضعفا. فقالت: أعيذك بالله يا أبتاه من الضعف. فقال: يا فاطمة ائتيني بالكساء اليماني فغطيني به. فأتيته بالكساء اليماني فغطيته به وصرت أنظر إليه وإذا وجهه يتلألأ كأنه البدر في ليلة تمامه وكماله. فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولدي الحسن قد أقبل وقال: السلام عليك يا أماه. فقلت: وعليك السلام يا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي. فقال: يا أماه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة جدي رسول الله. فقلت: نعم، إن جدك تحت الكساء. فأقبل الحسن نحو الكساء وقال: السلام عليك يا جداه. يا رسول الله، أتأذن لي أن أدخل معك تحت الكساء؟ فقال: وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا صاحب حوضي، قد أذنت لك. فدخل معه تحت الكساء.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولدي الحسين قد أقبل وقال: السلام عليك يا أماه. فقالت: وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي. فقال لي: يا أماه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة جدي رسول الله. فقالت: نعم، إن جدك وأخاك تحت الكساء. فدنا الحسين نحو الكساء وقال: السلام عليك يا جداه. السلام عليك يا من اختاره الله. أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ فقال: وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا شافع أمتي، قد أذنت لك. فدخل معهم تحت الكساء. فأقبل عند ذلك أبو الحسن علي بن أبي طالب وقال: السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله. فقالت: وعليك السلام يا أبا الحسن ويا أمير المؤمنين. فقال: يا فاطمة إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة أخي وابن عمي رسول الله. فقالت: نعم، ها هو مع ولديك تحت الكساء. فأقبل علي نحو الكساء وقال: السلام عليك يا رسول الله، أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ قال له: وعليك السلام يا أخي ويا وصيي وخليفتي وصاحب لوائي. قد أذنت لك. فدخل علي تحت الكساء.
اللهم صل على محمد
آمين. ثم أتيت نحو الكساء وقلت السلام عليك يا أبتاه يا رسول الله، أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ قال: وعليك السلام يا بنتي ويا بضعتي، قد أذنت لك. فدخلت تحت الكساء.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل
فلما اكتملنا جميعا تحت الكساء، أخذ أبي رسول الله بطرفي الكساء وأومأ بيده اليمنى إلى السماء وقال: اللهم إن هؤلاء أهل بيتي وخاصتي وحامتي، لحمهم لحمي ودمهم دمي، يؤلمني ما يؤلمهم ويحزنني ما يحزنهم. أنا حرب لمن حاربهم وسلم لمن سالمهم وعدو لمن عاداهم ومحب لمن أحبهم. إنهم مني وأنا منهم، فاجعل صلواتك وبركاتك ورحمتك وغفرانك ورضوانك علي وعليهم، واذهب عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فقال الله عز وجل: يا ملائكتي ويا سكان سماواتي، إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري، إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. فقال الأمين جبرائيل: يا رب، من تحت الكساء؟ فقال عز وجل: هم أهل بيت النبوة ومعدن الرسالة، هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها. فقال جبرائيل: يا ربي، أتأذن لي أن أهبط إلى الأرض لأكون معهم سادسا؟ فقال الله: نعم، قد أذنت لك. فهبط الأمين جبرائيل وقال: السلام عليك يا رسول الله. العلي الأعلى يقرئك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك: وعزتي وجلالي، إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري، إلا لأجلكم ومحبتكم، وقد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم، فهل تأذن لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله: وعليك السلام يا أمين وحي الله، إنه نعم، قد أذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء فقال لأبي إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يقول إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. فقال علي لأبي يا رسول الله أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا إلا ونزلت عليهم الرحمة وحفت بهم الملائكة واستغفرت لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي عليه السلام إذن والله فزنا وفاز شيعتنا ورب الكعبة.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فقال أبي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله يا علي والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا وفيهم مهموم إلا وفرج الله همه ولا مغموم إلا وكشف الله غمه ولا طالب حاجة إلا وقضى الله حاجته. فقال علي عليه السلام إذن والله فزنا وسعدنا وكذلك شيعتنا فازوا وسعدوا في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. أحسن الله.
لا سيدنا خليه عادي عادي. لا عادي 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 عادي. نوت عفوا سيد ممنون أشكركم شكرا. يا علي مدد. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من همزات الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. Before I start مرتضى and brother come sit here. آقا بفرمایید بالا. نه خالی شد بفرمایید. Guys sit here. بفرمایید. ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المظلومين المعصومين لا سيما مولانا ومقتدانا وإمامنا الحاضر مولانا حجة ابن الحسن المهدي روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء وعجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه وجعلنا من خير أنصاره وأعوانه والمستشهدين بين يديه ببركة صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my respected brothers and sisters. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept your a'mal and to fulfill your hajat. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by barakat of these blessed night to hasten the reappearance of our present Imam and to make us among his sincere followers and companions, inshallah. ببركة صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. When we discuss about the conditions of prayer, about shuruط salat, the conditions of a correct prayer, the first point that comes in our mind is, Sheikh, you mean Takbiratul Ihram? Sheikh, by the conditions of the prayer, you mean how to recite Surah Al-Hamd, Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Ruku', Sujood, Tashahhud, Salam. Yes, these are the conditions of a correct prayer. And if a person, if he wants to pray a correct salat, an accepted salat, he must take care of all these qualities: correct recitation of Hamd and Qul huwa Allah or any other surah, a correct ruku', a correct sajda, a correct tashahhud, a correct salam, and all the conditions or wajibat of prayer. For those who remember, about 2 or 3 months ago, before Muharram, we talked about arkanus salah, right? We talked about wajibatus salah. I think Murtada was there. Murtada, can you name them? And we talked about them in Sunday school last year. Wajibat of salah are 10. One of them is niyyah, takbiratul ihram, qiyam, ruku', sujood, qira'ah, tashahhud, salam, tartib, mubalat. These 10 are the conditions of salat, or wajibatus salat, the obligations of salat. 5 of them are the pillars of salah, the essential of a prayer, that if you miss one of them accidentally or on purpose, your salat is batil. There is no other exception. Like sajdatul sahv and other things, salatul ihtiyat, these are not for these 5. If you miss one of these 5, your salat is batil, on purpose or accident. Who can name these 5? Niyyah, ahsant. Takbiratul ihram, ruku', sujood, and not tashahhud. Qiyam, ahsantum. Qiyam mutasila bi ruku', meaning when you want to pray, it's wajib upon you to pray while you are standing, not you are sitting. So there is no reason for you to sit. You are healthy, alhamdulillah, you are able to stand on your feet, but you say, I want to sit. I want to pray while I'm sitting on a chair. Your salat is batil, because qiyam is one of the conditions of salah. If you miss it, and if you don't pray while you are standing with no reason, your salat is batil. So these are the conditions of salah, and we must obey them, we must follow them, we must take care of them. But there are some conditions before salat, that if we don't take care of them, our salah will be batil. One of them for sure is wudu. La salata illa bit-tahur. There is no prayer but when you are tahir. And taharat of salah means either wudu or tayammum or ghuslul wajib. Usually the most point is wudu. There is no prayer without wudu. You cannot pray while you don't have tahara, purity, and it's wudu. So first point that people needs to take care is their wudu. I think we talked many times in many classes, in many gatherings about wudu, about the conditions of wudu, how should we perform wudu, the things that will invalidate our wudu, the conditions of wudu. First of all, niyat of wudu. Secondly, washing your face. I will repeat it again for people, for brothers and sisters who were not here before. Wudu, first is niyyah. You have to have the niyyah. Why are you washing your face? Because sometimes when we wake up, we want to go to our job. I am washing my face. Okay, since I am washing my face in the cold weather, let's do the niyat of wudu. No. From the beginning that you wash yourself, your face, you have to have the niyat of wudu. That I am pouring water on my face because I want to perform wudu. Because I want to have wudu. Starting from the area that hair grows to your chin, the length. And the width of an open hand. How much it will be? This is the wajib. But the mustahab is from ear to ear. When you wash your face, then wash your right hand from elbow to the top of your fingers. Then your left hand, wash it with your right hand, elbow to the top of your fingers. You can wash it 2 times, but 3 times is haram. So pour water and wash it once, it's wajib and correct. If you pour water for the second time and wash, it's mustahab. But if you pour water for the same 3rd time and wipe it, your wudu is batil. And this is a haram action. Why? Because this is israf. There is no reason to pour water for 3 times. Because if you do it once, you can wash all that area. For the second time, okay. Salamna, do it, wash it twice. But for the 3rd time, there is no reason. And it's israf and haram. Same thing about your left hand. When you finished it, wipe your hair, divide your head in this area in 3 parts. From ear to ear, 3 parts. From here to here, 3 parts. The middle part is the part that you can wipe. How much is enough? Only 1. Not finger. What was it in English? Anmula in Arabic. Look, only this much. Fingerprint. Like the fingerprint is wajib, but the length of a finger is mustahab. So a little, but just people call that you wiped. That's it. It's enough. So it doesn't mean that you have to start from here all the way to here. No. Only what you do that people say, okay, he did a masah. He wiped. That's it. And for your feet, right hand to your right foot, and left hand to your left foot. Starting from the top of your toe to your ankle. This is the wajib for your wudu. So first condition is correct wudu. Inshallah, our wudu is correct. All of us, inshallah, our wudu is correct. Another condition for salah that they call it also one of the conditions, shurutu sahhat salat. So I don't have time to mention all of them. I will discuss about some of them as much as we have time, inshallah. But if you search in internet about the marja' that you follow, like search shurutu sahhat salah, for example, Sistani, for example, Wahid, or for example, other marja', any marja' that you follow. Search it in internet, you will see with details and more ahkam. One condition that is wajib for the prayer is to pray your time on time. Like you cannot pray during the time of adha or after Maghrib, after sunset, you cannot pray Dhuhr and Asr Ada. The time that your Salatul Dhuhr and Asr is Ada is the certain time of Salatul Dhuhr and Asr. So it's very important to know the time of Salatul Dhuhr and Asr. You may say, Sheikh, come on. No one is going to research about the time of Dhuhr and Asr and Maghrib and Isha and Subh. We have our apps in cell phone, or we have the website of Dar-ul-Hikmah. What time is Salatul Dhuhr? What time is Salatul Subh? What time is Salatul Maghrib and Isha? So no one goes outside to see the west and east, to see the dawn, to see the sunset. Question. Is it sufficient to follow the website of Dar-ul-Hikmah, for example, for the timing of Salat? Salatul Subh, Dhuhr, Maghrib, Isha, and midnight and midday for Salatul Dhuhr. Or for example, the apps that we have in our cell phone. Many of our respected Iraqis, they use the app of the shrine of our Father Abbas. What's the name? Hafidatul Mu'min? Haqibatul Mu'min. Not Hafidatul Mu'min. So Haqibatul Mu'min. Yes, many Iraqis, they use it. Or people here, some of them, they use iMuslim or iShia or Muslim Pro. So they give prayer time. So they give us some times, timing of adhan. Is it sufficient according to our scholars or not? Can we follow them or not? Syed saying yes. Answer is yes. So Sheikh, how to explain it to others? These apps that we are following in jurisprudence and fiqh, they call them al-amaratu shar'iyyah. It's an Islamic proof for you to know the time of adhan. Yes, there are some apps that when you see them, it was created 2012 and they didn't update it, I don't know, there is no one to update it, to upgrade it. Yes, these apps, for sure, you have doubt to follow them. But the majority of our apps that we have, on the other hand, many apps we have that our scholars, they created that, meaning the companies of that, those who are being led by our scholars. Like when you go to the website of Syed Sistani, imam.us.com, they have an app for Android, for iOS, for Samsung and iPhone, for the timing of adhan. And they update it every year. Every year it's being updated by the source that they have. So you can follow them because they are being updated every year. And this is amaratu shar'iyya. You can follow them. But Sheikh, just imagine, I don't have internet. I'm not connected to Google. My cell phone is Nokia, the old cell phones. I have nothing to use. 11's old people, they remember that if you put it under a truck, nothing would happen. Nothing would happen. So I have that Nokia. I don't have internet. I don't have app. Now what should I do? How can I recognize the time of Salat? First of all, Salatul Subh. About Salatul Subh, please pay attention. It may happen to some of us. Just imagine you are in an airplane, right? You are going to Qatar, you are going to Turkey, you are going to other countries. You cannot use Google because you don't know where are you right now. Are you in the sky of London, the sky of Europe, I don't know, the middle of nowhere? So how can I differentiate that now is the time of Salatul Dhuhr? Can I pray Salatul Maghrib right now or no? So we need to know these conditions. We need to know these rules. We may use them in future one day. So the condition of Salatul Subh. We have Fajr al-Kadhib and Fajr al-Sadiq. The honest and the true Fajr and dawn, and the false and wrong dawn, if it's a correct translation. So what's the difference? Of course, we cannot understand it here. In Milwaukee, downtown Chicago, you cannot experience and feel what I mean. You need to go to the middle of desert or in an airplane. Use especially Qatar Airlines. They have some cameras on the top of that airplane. You can see what's going on around you, 360 cameras. Over there you can understand what I mean and what Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam told us. They said, Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, we have Fajr al-Kadhib and Fajr al-Sadiq. Just before dawn, there will be a whiteness rises in the sky. That is not Fajr. That is not dawn. Same whiteness, after a while it will spread. Then that whiteness is Fajr al-Sadiq, and that's the prime time to pray Salatul Subh. That is Fajr al-Sadiq, the true Fajr. And Fajr al-Sadiq is from the second Fajr, second big whiteness in the sky, till sunrise. So this period of time is the time of praying Salatul Subh biniyatul ada. After that, your prayer is biniyatul qada. So this is the time of Salatul Subh. Let's go to our example. When you're in an airplane, if you see outside, you will see, for example, the left side is sun. The right side is night. Here is sun, over there is night. So you are in between. It means you can pray Salatul Subh. Because over there is Subh. For them is sunrise. For these people it's still night. Meaning you are in between and you are for Fajr al-Sadiq. You can pray that side. So this is for Salatul Subh. How about Salatul Dhuhr? Here is a big mistake that people, they do. Is that they say Salatul Dhuhr means noon, 12 p.m. This is Salatul Dhuhr. Is it correct or no? Dhuhr means noon in Arabic and in Islamic law. When we say Salatul Dhuhr, do we mean noon prayer? Meaning after 12 p.m. you are able to pray Salatul Dhuhr. Is it correct? Huh? Ahsantum. Dhuhr, yes. If you see in translation, Dhuhr means noon. But in Islamic laws, in Sharia, Dhuhr doesn't mean noon. Dhuhr means midday. How can we differentiate it? How can we understand it? They said use a shakhis, like say a pillar or a pole or a wood, for example. Put it inside of the ground, straight. You will see it having shadow left and right, according to east and west. When there is no shadow for that pole, for that wood, now is the time of Dhuhr. Why? Just imagine, that's the pillar, this is the sun. When the sun raises from Sharq, you will feel it. From east, you will feel that the shadow will be this side. When the sun is here, the shadow will be the right side. But when the sun is right on the top of that wood, there will be no shadow. Now is the time of Dhuhr. Now is midday. So Dhuhr doesn't mean noon, like 12 p.m. Like right now, Adhan al-Dhuhr is 12:34:35. And the November 1st will be 11:34:35. So 12 or noon is not the criteria for Dhuhr. So as I mentioned, Dhuhr is from midday, according to Islamic law, from the time that there is no shadow for that wood, for that shakhs, for that pole, till sunset. Here is the question. From Dhuhr, from midday, it's the time of Salatul Dhuhr and Asr. To Adhan, to sunset. Sheikh, when is the wajib time to pray Salatul Dhuhr? And when is the wajib time to pray Salatul Asr? The wajib, right after Salatul Dhuhr, Adhan al-Dhuhr, is the wajib time to pray Salatul Dhuhr. Meaning, you cannot pray Salatul Asr right after Adhan al-Dhuhr. You have to pray Salatul al-Dhuhr. And the wajib time for Salatul Asr is the last minutes before sunset. Meaning, the last minutes before sunset, you cannot pray Salatul Dhuhr. So if someone forgets to pray Salatul Dhuhr and Asr, after Dhuhr till sunset, now he has about 5 minutes, 3 minutes to sunset for his Salah to be Qadha. Can he pray Dhuhr and then he says, okay, I will pray Asr Qadha after that? I will ask my question again, pay attention. I have 4 minutes to sunset for Adhan al-Maghrib, right? I cannot pray only 4 rak'ah. Should I pray Salatul Dhuhr, Biniyatul Ada, and then after sunset, after Maghrib, I will pray Salatul Asr, Biniyatul Qadha, with the intention of Qadha? Or should I pray Asr, Biniyatul Ada, and I will pray after that Salatul Dhuhr with the intention of Qadha? First one, I have to pray Dhuhr. Huh? I have to pray Asr first? No. My point is not Maghrib. Look, Adhan al-Maghrib, for example, is 6:10. Now is 6 and 5 minutes. I have only 5 minutes. I perform wudu. In 5 minutes, I can only pray one salat, one prayer, either Dhuhr or Asr. Should I do Dhuhr or Asr? Asr. Yani I have to pray Asr before Dhuhr? Huh? Dhuhr. And then Asr will be Qadha after that. يعني I have to pray Asr first? No, the case is here, I cannot pray both of them. Either Dhuhr or Asr. I have only 3 minutes. Both of them. The correct answer is... The point is here, I can pray only 4 rak'ah.
If I play Dhuhr, it's going to be Qadha or Da? Because I have here the last 5 minutes, the last moment is just for...
this is the answer of the su'al. This is the answer of the su'al. You cannot pray dhuhr at all. Why? Because this time is the certain time. The special time for Salatul Asr. So pray Salatul Asr with the intention of Ada. After sunset, pray Salatul Dhuhr with the intention of Qada. Ahsantum. That's the correct answer. So the only case that I am allowed to pray Salatul Asr before Salatul Dhuhr is this case and this time. That's the case. I'm not able to pray fast, or I have only 1 minute. I have only, 2 minutes. In 2 minutes or 1 minute, I'm not able to pray 8 ruk'ah, 8 units. So either dhuhr or asr. So that's the case. Pray only asr, and dhuhr will be qada after that. So this is about dhuhr and asr. How about maghrib and isha? Here is the huge difference between Shia school of thought and Sunni school of thought. We say that ghurub is different than maghrib. Maghrib is sunset, but ghurub is sunset, but maghrib is when sunset is done. So we say that the only time that you can pray Salatul Maghrib is maghrib, not ghurub. Like other school of thought, they said no. As soon as the sunset starts, you can pray Salatul Maghrib. And you can eat during the month of Ramadan. We say no. We have to say the process of Maghrib starts about 20 minutes after that, it's Maghrib. So what is the criteria? Just before Maghrib, as we believe, or right after sunset starts, you will see a redness, a red color in the sky, in the west of the sky. That red color or redness means that there is still the process of ghurub. After this red color was gone, now is Maghrib. Now is the time of Maghrib. You can pray after that. The sky will be like bluish, like blue color, after the red color was gone. So this is the difference. We say that ghurub is not the criteria for salat. Maghrib, that's why we say Salatul Maghrib. We don't say Salatul Ghurub. And Maghrib is when the process of ghurub was done. And it will take about 20 minutes, 15 minutes after sunset. So after the red color in the west side of the sky was gone. So this is Maghrib. The time of Salatul Maghrib is from that sunset or from ghurub till midnight. Please pay attention. The time of Salatul Maghrib and Isha, Salaam Alaikum, is from Adhan al-Maghrib, as we described, to midnight. After midnight, if you want to pray Dhuhr and Asr, your Maghrib and Isha, your Salat is Qasr. Meaning, Qadha, ahsantum. Meaning, the last time, the end time or the last time for Salatul Maghrib and Isha is not before Salatul Subuh. Many people think this way. No. The last or the deadline, the last time for praying Salatul Maghrib and Isha is midnight.
But the midnight night at 12.
Huh?
The midnight, not 12.
Ahsan, midnight is same as midday. It's not 12. So it's same as midnight. As we mentioned, we have a criteria. Same thing is here. What do? They count from Maghrib to Fajr. The middle is midnight. So right now Adhan is, let's say, 6. Adhan al-Subuh is almost 6. So 12 is midnight. So it's not all the time, huh? And it's not all the time. Sometimes midnight is 11, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 10. So midnight in different times will change. So it's same as midday, that it's not only 12 p.m. It could be different, same as Adhan al-Dhuhr that we have. So it's still that day. Yes, sometimes it's in for normal circumstances that a person is able to pray, but he said, no, I'm going to movie theater. I want to see the new movie of The Rock. What's the name, Murtada? Huh? The new movie of Rock. Called Black Black Adam. No, it's Black Adam. The new movie, it's now in the movie theater. You can go and see. By the way, T-Mobile, they have good sale for that. So they will give you in Tuesday gift for those who have T-Mobile. For those who want to go to movie theater, they will give you for free if you have T-Mobile. How much are they giving them? They gave us 2 last week, but we didn't go. So yes, I want to spend my time in movie theater. I want to see that movie. When you go 8 p.m., when you leave the movie theater, 12 p.m., your salat is qasr. 12 a.m., your salat is qasr. So you have to pray qasr. It's normal, qada, excuse me. This is normal circumstances. But no, we have some exceptions, some istithna. For example, I slept before Maghrib and I woke up 1 a.m. You can pray biniyat al-ada. Or a woman who was in the state of hayd and she finished hayd 1 p.m. What should she do? She should pray Salat al-Maghrib and Isha biniyat al-ada. Or like these special circumstances and situations that you can see in Tawdih al-Masail of your scholar. We have many other exceptions that I don't have time to mention them. We have some, but for the normal circumstances, normal situations, yes, you have to do qadha after midnight. Ahsan. We will discuss about it inshallah ta'ala when we come about the place of prayer inshallah ta'ala. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. So one condition that people needs to take care of is the timing of salah. Second condition that we need to take care is qibla. What does qibla mean? Qibla means if a person wants to pray, his face, his chest, and his stomach should face qibla. This is the meaning of qibla. When you do sajda, when you are standing, your face, your chest, and your stomach should face qibla. This is the meaning of qibla. So when a person is praying, he must be towards qibla. Let's go to the su'al of Brother Abul Fadl, the question of Brother Abul Fadl. In airplane, when I'm praying, so how can I pray? The answer is here. You have to face qibla only the time that you are praying. In airplane, look, the airplane takes a direction. It goes towards that direction for about 5 hours. Like usually we pray when we go to Iraq, right? The small, short flights, we don't pray. Because when we arrive, we pray over there. So the long flights, like just imagine you are going to Iraq. You are going to Qatar or Turkey, wherever you are going. The flight, the airplane, will take one direction for about 6-7 hours. So see where is the direction of the Qibla. Alhamdulillah, the Middle East airplane, usually they show you where is the direction of Qibla. Or if they don't, you see in the map, they have map, see where are you right now, where is Kaaba right now, and pray towards that direction. So this is about airplane. But sometimes you are driving, or sometimes you are in a train, in Qatar, in a train, that when you are over there, it's to change the direction all the time. Can I pray? Answer is no. If your salat is salatul wajib, no. But if you are praying salatul mustahab, yes. And here is an exception here. Qibla is conditioned when you are praying salatul wajib. Doesn't matter sitting down or standing. Whenever you pray salatul wajib, you have to face qibla. But when you are praying salatul mustahab, qibla is not a condition. But if you are praying sitting down while you are sitting or standing, qibla is a condition even for salatul mustahab. So I will make it clear. Qibla is not a condition for salatul mustahab only when you are walking or you are driving or you are running or you are in a movement. So if you are sitting, you say, look, I want to pray salatul layl, and I'm watching a movie, I'm sitting on a sofa, for example. You have to face qibla because you are sitting. Or I am standing, I'm not moving, I'm not walking, I'm not I'm not on a bicycle, not a car, not a bus. I am standing, for example. You have to face Qibla. But if you are running, if you are walking, if you are, for example, in your car, you are driving, you have 10 minutes to your house, you say that I will be at home, for example, for Salatul Isha. Let me do some Salatul Nawafil. Or let me pray Salatul Layl while I am driving. You can do that, and Qibla is not a condition. So hopefully it's... and ruku' will be ima. How? For example, you are driving, you finish Qul Huwallahu Ahad, then do ruku'. Subhana Rabbiyal Azim wa bihamdih. Do it fast. Don't do an accident. So do ima, this is ruku', sama Allah wa hamdi, Allah Akbar. Subhana Rabbiyal Hamdi. You don't need turba, you don't need sajdagah, nothing. Because this is Salatul Ima, as we say in Arabic. Salatul Ima. Ima means ishara. With directions, with actions. I said Salatul Mustahab. Salatul Mustahab. Yes, in Tayyara, la Salatul Wajib, you have to face Qibla. Yes. Sitting down, as I mentioned, one of the arkan of Salah, one pillar of Salah, one essential of Salah is Qiyam. So you have to face Qibla in airplane, in Tayyara. You have to face Qibla and you have to stand up. Yes, sometimes we have seen in some airlines, I don't want to name, when they see you that you are praying, and subhanallah, Muslim aircraft, Muslim airlines, when they see you that you are praying, they will push you. Go sit in your seat. But some non-Muslim airlines, when they see you, they say, okay, why are you praying here in a corner? Come sit over there. I've experienced it many times. Like when you come from Los Angeles to Chicago, they have 2 hours difference. And when you leave, for example, LA, like 12, you will be here 4. And when you arrive here, will be 6. And your salat is qada. So you have to pray in your airplane, in aircraft. So anytime I ask them, not only they told me that you are allowed to go pray. No, in the end of the aircraft, when the crew, when that's like those who are serving, when they sit, they put a blanket over there. I'll tell them, where is Qibla, where is Saudi Arabia? They tell me this direction, and they tell me, okay, go and pray over there. But some, unfortunately, Islamic airlines, like Muslim countries, whenever they see you want to pray, go sit in your chair. I don't know if you have seen it before or not. Do not sit do not pray where you're standing, it's dangerous. Sit in your seats, pray over there, you are not allowed to stand. Yes, if that's the situation, they forced you once, twice, 3 times, you try to pray, they pushed you, yes, now and sit and pray your salah. But usually if they see that you are very strong in your aqidah, take your blanket, go to first class, pray over there. No one will tell you anything. This is what I do all the time. So go to first class, between rich people, say Allahu Akbar, look turba, and do whatever do. So that's the case. Hajjin Qiyam is a condition for Salatul Wajib. Also, Qibla is a condition for Salatul Wajib. Like yes, if you're in Qatar Airlines, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you say, okay, I don't see movies, and I don't know how to play with this small TV. Let me do Salatul Layl. You can do Salatul Layl while you are sitting. Also, it's a condition to face Qibla. So even in airplane, you cannot pray Salatul Nafila. Why? Because you are sitting. So, no, the case is different. Now you are sitting and moving, right? So you don't need to face Qibla. You can pray sitting down, face wherever you want. So this is about Qibla. Any question about Qibla?
So you mentioned Ima when driving. Why you have to close your eyes?
Ima بعد إشارة بعد. Yes.
Without closing your eyes.
No, you don't need to close. I closed it. So look, this Ima is for all the time. Look, we have hukm, I've mentioned it before. We have hukm al-awwali and hukm al-thanawi. First law and second law and third law. When a person is able, is capable to do first law, he's supposed to do. If it's not able for any reason, then we'll go to second law. And then we'll go to the third law. If a person is able to pray while he is standing on his feet, it's wajib upon him to pray while he is standing on his feet. If he's not able for any reason, I feel pain, I did a surgery, doctor tells me you shouldn't stand on your feet, for any reason, we go to second hukum. Pray while you are sitting on a chair. Sheikh, I'm not able, I will sit on a chair, but I'm not able to, to raise turba or to put my forehead on a turba. Okay, put on a stand, put the sajdagah, the turba on that stand, and do sajda on the turba. Here is the case. Many people, they do mistake here, especially old people. During sajda, the turba should be sturdy, stable, not moving. Some old people, what do? They raise the turba, they do like that. It's wrong. It's batil. You should put in a stand. If you go to Muslim countries, you will find that they have some special things for people who have disabilities. So there is a stand, you can raise it, you can make it smaller as much as you want. So raise it, put the sajdagah on top of it, then do sajda. It should be sturdy, not in your hand. So that's the case, inshallah. Where were we and we reached here? Huh? Ahsantum. So that's it. Any other question about Qibla? So we can go to the... I passed my time.
Regarding the sujood, when people are taking the turba, the more, and they take it, they will lose their the mawada' sujood.
Right.
This is more important to be mawda' sujood, the 7 places for
Sajda. So these are the conditions of sajda. When you are in sajda, 7 locations, 7 places should be on the ground. Your forehead, the palm of your hands. So when we say the palm of your hand, meaning also the fingers. So the point is here, if you raised one finger, your salat is not batal. But if you raise the palm of your hand, meaning your hand, your salat is batal. Your sajda is batal and your salat, because sajda is one of the arkan of salah. So your 2 hands, forehead, your knees and your toes. 7 places.
So regarding the location of prayer, there are some locations that is makruh to do prayer,
Right.
including in the hallways, some people come and go in.
Right. About the location of prayer, we have many conditions. First, the place that we want to pray should be mubah, meaning we are allowed to pray over there. For example, if your brother told you that, Sheikh Hassan, come to my house, but you cannot pray there. If you pray over there, your salat is batal. Alhamdulillah, we don't have these situations here. But the case that people ask here in these parts of the world is that, Sheikh, when I do pray in college or in gas station or in the backyard of gas station, is it correct or no? Or a public place or in metro or in train, anywhere, can I in public places? Answer is yes. Since they didn't tell you that you are not, this is not allowed to pray in these places, you are allowed to do that. We say اعتراف العقلاء على أنفسهم جائز. As soon as they didn't tell you that do not pray here, you are allowed to pray over there. So like in college, in gas station, in backyard of gas station, in highway, rest areas, these places, since you didn't see any sign or anyone tells you that you are not allowed to play in these places, and these places are public places, not a house of a person. There is a gas station. It's a public, yes, a person owns this gas station, but it's kind of public place. Anyone wants can enter that place. So since you don't know any rejection from that person about praying in that place, you are allowed to pray there.
Is it just for the person who owns that or is in charge of that location, or is it anybody who else is there in there?
Yes, sometimes I give permission. For example, I have 100 gas stations. For example, I say, look, Abu Hassanain, you are in charge of my gas station in Greenfield. You said, Abu Ali, you are in charge of gas station over there. If that person gives me permission, I am allowed. Or if that person didn't tell me or doesn't tell me, you are not allowed to pray, because his permission is my permission. Because I chose him as my representative. So anything he tells me, this it means I tell you. So it's the same. So
So if you're in a public park and some person says that you're not allowed to, are you?
who is that person?
That's
If that person is in charge, meaning he knows about what owner told us, yes. Or that person showed me a proof from internet, from Google, that the owner of this place told people that you are, like, sorry to say this example, just an example of taking, it's a very bad example, but we have seen in many places, taking dogs in this place. You are not allowed to do that. You are not, and many conditions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to be in this place, we have 6 conditions. Do not pray is not one of these conditions. Meaning the owner gives you permission, other than these 7 actions, do whatever you want. So since we don't have yaqeen or a word or a proof that the owner told us don't pray, we can pray in these places. So first is mubah. Second, meaning I am allowed to pray there. Second, shouldn't be najis. The place that I want to pray, especially the 7 places that Syed mentioned, the 7 places that I put during the time of prayer for sajda should be tahir. So if these 7 places that we mentioned, one of them is najis, your salat is batal. We have some places that prayer over there is mustahab, like Masjid al-Haram, Mecca, like Masjid al-Nabi, Medina, like the shrines of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, like Masjid al-Kufa, Masjid al-Sahla, and the mosques of your area, of your city. Praying in these places is, as we have in our hadith, is 20 times more than praying in your house. Praying in the Jama of your area, in the Masjid of your area. Praying in the shrine of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam is 100 times more than praying in your house. As well as the other shrines of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Some places it's makruh, meaning it's not recommended to pray there. We have many places. One, if I can find it, one place is in public bathroom or in front of bathroom. It's makruh to pray there. Second is facing a person. You are praying and, for example, Abu Hassan is standing in front of you. It's makruh. Yes, if you want to pray, put something between you and that person. Even if it's a piece of paper or it's tasbih, anything, put between you and that person that pray. If you don't have any other options, well, it's makruh. Third, facing an open door. Like the door is open, you pray. Why all these reasons? Because these will distract you from your prayer. When you see someone is passing, you will say, what's going on? Maybe over there is giving food, maybe sisters, because 2, 3 are sitting here. Over there, the rest are eating. So you want to see what's the food, for example. So in front of open door, on road or a street or walk side. Why? Because you will ban the people, the street and walk side and walking side. Facing fire or a light, it's makruh to pray while you are facing a fire or lamp. Face or praying in kitchen or anywhere that there is a furnace or food over there. Look, all these points, because these will distract you from your prayer. Facing a well or a pit where people often urinate. This makruh. Facing the picture or models of living creature unless it is covered. Like we see here when we put some banners, for example, or like something like a horse. Like you see some people, they have in their houses a picture, big picture, beautiful garden, and a horse being led by a beautiful Barbie. It's in the beauty of their house. So if it's on towards your qibla, cover it, then pray. Or we have some people, for example, they do the picture of their their parent, for example, inshallah, if they are alive, may Allah prolong their lives. If they passed away, may Allah give them His mercy, inshallah, include them in His mercy. They put their pictures. So if the picture is towards Qibla, when you want to pray, you shouldn't face them. It's makruh. Put them in another location and pray. Look, it's makruh. Makruh doesn't mean your salat is batal. The reason is here, that when you face these people, you see, for example, your father, my father is in Kaaba, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. He will go to Madif al-Hussein, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I cannot go to that restaurant. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. So you will see them and you will memorize some stories about them. So it will distract you from your prayer. Another makruh prayer to place to pray in the room where a person who is najis or who is junub or hayd or nifas is sitting there. It's makruh. Facing a grave is makruh. On the grave is makruh. Between two graves is makruh. In the graveyard is also, in the cemetery is also makruh. So these places are the places that praying in these locations are makruh. Meaning, don't do that. It doesn't mean that if you did it, your salat is batal. If you pray in a baqi or in cemetery or graveyard, your salat is batal. Right. Hajine, the place is not najis. People are drunk. So praying in these places are makruh. Do you have any other choices, Hajine, other than praying in with these people? No. So you have to pray. Yes, I have other choices. I can wait, for example, till we reach Istanbul, for example. I will pray over there. Do that. It's better. You can face Qibla, you can pray comfortably, you can do whatever you want, go wash, do wudu, and so and so. But when there is no other option, on the other hand, it's makruh to pray while you know that people who are sitting next to you, some of them are drunk. So it's makruh, but it's better than doing a haram action, which is leaving your haram, leaving your prayer, and not praying. تفضل حجي. لا حجينا بل. That's the case, that if we want to see my salat is qasr or kamil. Brother is asking that a traveler supposed to reach his destination, then he can pray. Like on the way he cannot pray, right حجينا؟ بالطريق ما يقدر يصلي صحيح؟ The answer is here. No, he can pray and he has to pray on the way. The case that he's supposed to reach his destination is for the time or for the case that he needs to know that should I pray kamil or qasr. Like, I don't know, like I am going to Karbala, for example. On the way to Karbala, my salat is qasr and I have to pray. It doesn't matter, I am going with a taxi, I am going with airplane, with whatever I'm going. I have to pray and my salat is qasr. I have to pray. In Karbala, then I will see. Will I stay 10 days in Karbala, not leaving Karbala, not going outside of Karbala, not going to Aun, Awlad Muslim and other places around Karbala? Will I stay 10 days in Karbala? My salat is kamil. But if you say that, no, I will stay in Karbala 6 days, then your salat is qasr. So what you are saying, Hajjina, is for saying that my salat is kamil or qasr. But on the way to my destination, my salat is qasr for sure. Why? Because I am traveling. I'm not staying in one city for 10 days.
And there's another option, if you stay less than 10 days, you can do tamam.
That's the case. For example, I reached Karbala. I said, Ya Imam Hussein. We have seen many of these examples. Ya Imam Hussein, I will stay 20 days. Ya Abu Abdullah, I will stay 1 month. After 6 days, when he sees the hot weather of Karbala, there is no electricity. After 7 days, Ya Abu Abdullah, I am so sorry. I will book my ticket, I will leave Karbala. So for these 6 days, he prays kamil. He prayed kamil. Why? Because he had this intention that I will stay for 20 days. But as soon as he changed his niyyah, like on the 7th day, he said, Ya Abu Abdullah, I will book my ticket. Okay, when you are Look, when you change your niyyah, you have to pray qasr. As long as you have the niyyah of kamil, you have to pray kamil. The niyyah of staying in one place 10 days. So what you said, is it possible? It's possible if we have this intention.
No, that's not for praying. But it's if it was like second home, like for you, for example, when you go to Chicago, you pray Tamam over there.
Right. That's different. Like I was living in Karbala. I was muqim of Karbala. Karbala was my home country. And I moved to the United States. When I go to Karbala, am I a traveler? Am I a musafir? No. Here is my home. Yes, sometimes when you move to the United States, I say, okay, Karbala fi amanillah. I will not go to Karbala anymore. And I don't have this decision to go back to Karbala and to live in Karbala anymore. Because we have many people, like some Iraqis, when they come here, they said, Iraq, Baghdad, Karbala, that's done. I'm done. I will stay here till the last day of my life. I will not go to Karbala anymore. Like, do you have it, like Iraqis we have here or other brothers, Iranis, Hind, Pakistan? Do you have intention that if there was security in your home country, in your country, in your Iraq, wherever it is, in Iraq, Pakistan, in anywhere, do you have intention that you will go there? You will go back or no? If you have the intention that if India was safe, if Pakistan was safe, same as here, if I have a good business, if I have everything great, I will move. I will not stay here. I will not stay with non-Muslims. I will go there. I will go to Karbala. Yes, it means you still have the intention of muqim, iqama in your home country. But if you do i'rad, as we say in Islamic law, arafta an iqamatik. I'm not anymore muqim of that city. I'm not that city. Baghdad is not anymore my home. My home country or my home city. That's it. When you go there, you have to pray qadha, even though you live there for a long time. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to be more familiar with the ahkam of Islam, with the Islamic laws, with our rituals, with wajibat and muharramat, inshallah ta'ala. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصل اللهم على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد. And sorry for the long lecture. It's about 1 hour. I'm so sorry. عفوا. الله يسلمكم. سيدنا تقرون زيارة or anyone? سيد أبو علي يقول قصر ها؟
ايه ما اقدر احكي بعد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا أبا الأئمة الهادين المهديين. السلام عليك يا صريع الدمعة الساكبة. السلام عليك يا صاحب المصيبة الراتبة. السلام عليك وعلى جدك وأبيك. السلام عليك وعلى أمك وأخيك. السلام عليك وعلى الأئمة من ذريتك وبنيك. أشهد لقد طيب الله بك التراب وأوضح بك الكتاب وجعلك وأخاك وجدك وأباك وأمك وبنيك عبرة لأولي الألباب يا ابن الميامين الأطياب التالين الكتاب. وجهت سلامي إليك صلوات الله وسلامه عليك. وجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليك. ما خاب من تمسك بك والتجأ إليك. صلى الله عليك وعلى أخيك أبي الفضل العباس
وعلى أختك أم المصائب زينب، وعلى ولديك العليين الشهيدين، وعلى ابن أخيك القاسم، وعلى ابن عمك وسفيرك مسلم بن عقيل، وعلى المستشهدين بين يديك جميعا، ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم محمد ودعاء الفرج. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على وآله. وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات المسلمين والمسلمات ومن مات على الهدى والإيمان، بالخصوص إلى أرواح أموات جماعتنا الحاضرين السامعين، نهدي للجميع ثواب سورة المباركة الفاتحة تسبقها الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل والله احد الله الصمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل والله احد الله الصمد. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.